The Cavaliers summer has been going. News at 11. Just Zilgit, though, citing two sources saying former general manager David Griffin was close to a deal for Jimmy Butler the day that Dan Gilbert let Griffin go. That in particular is what upset James, who doesn't feel the team is improving in its quest to catch the Warriors. Now, to me, the timing of the story is frankly what's most interesting. It comes on the heels of LeBron posting those wistful IG pictures of him in Miami with captions like, "A ton of great memories," which of course itself comes on the heels of LeBron attending a Lakers game at Summer League. I've seen a lot of breathless reports about how all this together means LeBron is angling to leave Cleveland. Look, to me, it's the opposite. LeBron can leave Cleveland next summer if he wants to. This is LeBron trying to push and poke and prod the Cavaliers front office, create enough momentum that they feel they have to do something more active that will in turn help him stay in Cleveland beyond when his contract is up next summer. I've said it a lot of times on this show. I believe LeBron will make his decision about what to do next year based on how competitive the Cavaliers are in next year's finals. If they make it and compete strongly, and there's hope, even if they don't win, my bet is he resigns. But if by the end of next June it feels like a dead end and like Cleveland has lost ground on Golden State and it's only going to get worse, my bet is he leaves instead of just letting his career peter out there. But I don't think he wants to leave. His ties to the community in Cleveland, those are real. His kids go to school there. He just built his mom a house. I think LeBron's ideal version is the Cavaliers do more in the coming months so that when decision time comes due next June, they compete better and it is more attractive for him to stay. And all these little bursts we're seeing are a way of trying to prompt that into happening. Now, Stack, how are you as a player sitting in this seat? Do you understand LeBron's frustration?
I definitely understand his frustration. Everybody's getting better. We just got beaten 5 games in the finals. The team we're trying to compete with, we haven't gotten better at all. We're at a standstill. You get rid of our GM. We really don't know what direction we're going. We know that Kevin Love can't play against these athletic teams. What are we going to do? We're just sitting in quicksand. I understand his frustration totally.
The frustration level is definitely high. When you have an opportunity to get better and add a Jimmy Butler and it slips through the cracks, you're frustrated because you know the team as built right now cannot beat the Golden State Warriors. You see Boston getting better. They're catching up to Cleveland. And it's just like Cleveland is stuck in this place. Like, truthfully, they should have got swept in the finals.
Right.
They pulled out a game where they had a record-setting game. So when those type of things happen, you don't have a GM. Chauncey Billups decides not to come join. The frustration level has to be high because LeBron, in all honesty, I say he has 2 or 3 more great years left. And when you have a great player like that who's pushing to try to catch Jordan in championships and as far as legacy, it can be very frustrating.
And does it feel urgent, Paul? You're in that position where you know you have championship potential and you see and feel yourself getting older. As those years start to get more small, does it start to feel, do you get more antsy sitting at home in the summer?
You definitely do. I mean, but he has to understand. LeBron pretty much handpicked the guys who came over, and now they're cash-strapped. Durant has caused all of this confusion because if you look at, if they don't have Durant, this Cleveland team as put together can beat Golden State.
No question, no question.
And so by Durant going to Golden State, it just pushed the envelope a little bit higher than it was because they did right by having the team they have right now. This is a championship team, but Golden State just pushed it up to another level.
Okay, so then I look at my 2 problem solvers here and say, given that you have the impossible problem of the Warriors sitting over there with Kevin Durant in that completely unique situation, what do you do now?
Well, Dan Gilbert's got to decide on his front office structure. And Kobe Altman, their interim GM, has been on the phones. He met with Dan Gilbert last week in Vegas. They started to talk about a structure of him as GM and the front office, but there's been no offer made.